What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here at Skiffland. Happy Monday. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully you woke up this morning with a positive attitude, ready to start the week off strong. I'm going to kind of try and set the tone for what this video is going to be like and kind of what all the videos this week are going to be like. Today's video is all about bringing this trailer back up to code. So we're going to take this boat to the boat ramp, put her in the water, and then take the trailer over to a shady spot in the parking lot and get to turn in some wrenches. Yesterday I went around town picking up supplies to make this trailer great again. As you can see, the body is still in good shape, the axle is still in good shape, the bearings are still in good shape, the leaf springs are still in good shape. That's huge. I just picked up a couple of other odds and ends to make this thing nice. I got new trailer lights, I got new bunks with new carpet, I got a new winch, I got a new safety chain, just little things to bring this thing back up to 2025 standards. Even as it sits right now, it still pulls really well. And then towards the end of the video, we're gonna take the boat out and just have a fun time on the water. We might fish, we might just cruise, we might go look at some houses, we might pull up to the sandbar, who knows? But we're gonna have some fun on the water. This boat is for sale as of today. So that's kind of what the premise of the videos this week are gonna be about. It's going to be doing a little something to the boat at the beginning of the video and then having a fun time on the water at the end of the video until the boat sells. So this could be a one-day thing, a two-day thing, or it could be a no-day thing. It could sell today, who knows. But today is a trailer day and then out on the water. Tomorrow's a bilge pump day and then out on the water. Who knows what the rest of the week holds. We'll see when we get there. Before I take her out of the shop though, I'm about to raise the motor on the jack plate because when it's resting, it's still maybe an inch or two deep in the water. So I took the cowling off. While it was over here, I sprayed it with some new maintenance spray. I'm gonna probably put 2 or 3 coats on the top of this cowling just to get it looking shiny again, like that front piece that we repainted. So I'll maybe do 2 coats, 3 coats, and then hit it with a wet sand and a buff. That's what I did for that little panel. But I'm going to lift the motor up maybe 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches on the jack plate. That way when the jack plate is all the way down, we're still at a good spot in the water. Right now it's a little bit too deep. Nothing crazy, we still had a great time out there, but I could just tell that we're not getting the full potential of this motor. Brought it back to the shop, and I did see that I misjudged it a little bit, but that's what maiden voyages are for. You get to work out the kinks, and this is the first one that I had the motor a little bit too high on the jack plate. Easy fix, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm not even joking, any day that I get to use this engine hoist, I'm a happy guy. If you're new here, this is just kind of what we do around these parts. Just a nice bro time, turning some wrenches in the garage, and then we hop out on the water, maybe find a sandbar, never find any fish. That's one thing. Hopefully you're not here for any type of fishing tips or whatever, but I get out there and have a good time. But mostly turning wrenches and just being bros with boat stuff. I do just want to take a moment and talk about a loss that we had today. I had a shop lizard, basically, that would hang out in the office pretty much every day. Whenever I would walk through there, he'd kind of scurry around. I would try and grab him, catch him, and put him outside so that he'd live a better life. A lot more food and bugs and just stuff out there. It's a dangerous world out there, but you can't survive in here with no food. So I would try and catch him, but I could never catch him. He'd go and scurry into a corner behind stuff, whatever. So I just let him live. I let him live, but I started keeping the office door open into the warehouse to hopefully let him venture off into here and maybe find a bug, a fly, maybe help me out, get these bugs out of here. I knew this day would come, man. It's hot out here. It gets hot in the warehouse. I tried my hardest to get him out of here, but you know, I showed up today, opened that bay door, walked in, and I saw him stiff as a board in the middle of the floor. It really was sad. I had big emotions towards this, but he was a good guy. My wife named him Archie, so shout out to Archie. You were a good guy. You were a good guy. Sorry it had to end that way, but I mean, hopefully you had a cool life over here at Skiffland before your time ran out. But yeah, now back to wrenching. Whoa. One down. I'm over here just buttoning up the last bolt, and I'll be honest, I didn't like how loose, well, it wasn't loose, but how easy it came untightened. So I'm just gonna add a couple of lock nuts on there. That way the future owner never has an issue. I like to be able to say, she ain't going nowhere. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's on there now, brother. She was on there just fine previously, but you know, ugh, better safe than sorry. Alrighty fellas, we now have the motor all buttoned up. She's at a good height now. I think we'll get more top end speed. I think it'll ride better, yada, yada, yada. It's where it needs to be at now. But when I was just doing that, I was thinking about talking about the Lizard, and it just dawned on me that I think that is really where you need to be at as a man and as a dad, specifically a girl dad. You have to have that mix of both. The aggression and the sensitivity. I would say if you ever come after me or my family, I'll absolutely rip your throat out of your neck. But also really bummed that my shop Lizard didn't make it, you know? I feel like that's a good place to be. I decided to keep my wife's artwork up on the wall for now. We'll see if it stays or not, as far as the evolution of the warehouse. But for now, it makes me happy. I walked in and it reminded me of her. I'm stoked about it. It'll stay for now. I'm not getting too technical with this spray, because whenever you're in a position where anything will look better than it did, then you can kind of have a good time. There's not as much pressure on it, nothing too serious. No matter what, it's gonna look a lot better than that big old faded spot right on the top. But I also at the same time don't want it to be all tiger striped. So I'm gonna try and hit it with nice even strokes, left, right, up, down, whatever. I'm not the best spray painter, I would say. But we'll make a lot out of the wet sanding as well, because even this front cap didn't look super good when I first did it. And then when I wet sanded it, just put some elbow grease into it, it started to come to life. I feel like I've already put too much paint here. I was supposed to go left and right, whatever. Left, right, diagonal. I want a really, really, really thick layer up here because it gets the most sunlight in this Florida heat. So hopefully to prevent it from happening again, just have it super thick up on the top. I'm not putting any clear coat though, so who knows? It'll look good for a while. I think I might have some clear coat over there. I might shoot some over the top. We'll see how the day goes. I'm also not trying to be the best painter. I really just want the cowling to look good. However we get there, it doesn't bother me. I just want it to look good. Alrighty, we have the cowling on there for now. It looks pretty good as is. I'm gonna run it for the day, let the sun kind of cure everything, harden up, and then whenever I get back here later, I'll hit it with a wet sand and a polish and a wax just to make sure it stays shiny for the long haul. But as of right now, looks a lot better than it did. I hit it with a coat of the paint before I even put it on camera. So if you want to see what it looked like before, I would say go to the previous video. I only repainted this front section of the cowling, and it kind of made the rest of the cowling look like a eyesore. So now she's all good. We are pretty much ready to yank her out of the garage and go to the boat ramp. But before I do that, I'm gonna get under the trailer and just put some sockets to some nuts and bolts and just make sure that I have all the tools that I need to do the job at the boat ramp, because we're doing this remote today. I know I could do most of the things here in the shop, but where's the fun in that? Little change of scenery, palm trees, and the nice ocean air going through our hair. It'll keep the morale high while we're taking these bunks off. And oh goodness, I'm glad I just said that, because I've been trying to remind myself to find my staple gun and the staples and just go ahead and preload that in the truck, because that's the last thing that I would want to forget out there. I guess let me double check my checklist. Staple gun, sockets, ratchets, vice grips, hammers, pry bars, WD-40. I think I got everything. All right, ready to go. We're gonna roll this thing out of the shop now and head to the boat ramp. This tire does look just a smidge low, so we'll stop at Wawa, get some free air on the way. It seems every time I tell my wife, oh, I'm just going to the warehouse, it'll just be it's a quick job, I just got to do this and that to the trailer, whatever. I should be done around lunchtime. Not a chance, brother. Whenever you say that, you curse the whole entire day. Nothing has particularly gone awry, but those little things that I did in the warehouse before we got going, I thought it was going to be like a 5-minute thing. I've been there for 4 hours. Like, tires are all filled up now. Time to hit the road, hit the boat ramp. 2 nights ago was the first time I went for a run since being diagnosed with heart failure and ARVC back in January. And one, I felt really good. I was actually surprised that my cardio levels were still pretty high. My legs, dude, they are so sore. I went for a run 2 nights ago. I was really scared to push it, so I did a half mile. And then I just walked back, so about a mile, but my heart rate was elevated for half of a mile. But I felt like I could run more. My legs just got tired. All the lactic acid built up from not running for a while. Before this, I was running, I would say 3 miles every single day without skipping a beat. 3 miles every day, sometimes 5, sometimes 2, but averaged out 3 miles, I would say, pretty much every day for so long. I don't even know. It was just part of our routine. Around 6, 7 o'clock, we'd cruise out to the beach and park in this special spot, and we'd go for a run every single day. And I didn't realize how much it affected my mental to not run every day. Ever since all this heart stuff started and has been going on, I've been really scared to do vigorous cardio stuff, just because apparently with ARVC you're at a higher risk of sudden cardiac death during things like this, during running, sports, whatever. That's why I stopped doing martial arts, which really bummed me out. But I feel really good when I run. These past 2 days I found a little runner's high, and it's just kind of ripple affected through the rest of the day. I feel really good right now, aside from my legs being sore. Dude, my legs are yoked because last night I pushed it a little further. I ran for a mile, pretty much 1.1, and then I stopped and turned around. Again, my cardio felt phenomenal. I felt like I could run a few miles, but I just stopped. I don't want to push it. But it feels so good to just get up off the couch and just go for it. I don't feel like I'm just sitting there dying anymore, or sitting there waiting to die. Whenever you do stuff like this, you know, you take control of your diet, you get back out there on the road, run a little bit, you know, don't push it, but just, you know, a little bit more each and every day, taking control. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now. I'm gonna run more. I already told myself I'm gonna run every day again, whether it's just a little bit or I feel good and I do a lot. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and start weaning off of whatever heart supplements and medications. I'm gonna try and wean off of everything and just do diet and cardio to get this heart stuff back in control. I mean, there's nothing I can really do for the ARVC portion of it. I'm pretty much just told to watch for triggers because it's not something that can be reversed. It can only be kind of, I don't know, you can just be more comfortable with it. But being comfortable pretty much just means sitting on the couch and just taking it. And that's not really me, man. So from now on, I'm just going to go for it. Even if it tanks me for the rest of the day, at least for that one moment, that one few minutes, you know, 20, 30 minutes on the road running, at least for that moment, I'm really, really going for it. And I feel good and I feel alive and I feel energized. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not just going to sit on the couch anymore and wait to die, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to do my best. If you remember the last time I went to Marine Connection Liquidators, I was telling you about my squeaky truck. Brother, I had the squeakiest Dodge Ram in all the land. And then 2 mornings ago, don't know what happened, just not squeaky at all anymore. 0 squeaks. It's all good. It just fixed itself. I didn't put any lubricant to any bushing or spring or anything. Just one day, all good. No squeaks at all. How about that? How about that? A Dodge Ram miracle. Just stopped over here at the Shell to put some gas in the old Hemi and grab a Gatorlyte Zero. And I walked in with $100 bill and I wanted a Gatorlyte Zero. It was like $3.50. And I wanted the rest. I wanted it to equal $40 on pump 3. And he was just like, no, we don't have enough cash to break that 100. And I was like, so what do you want to do? And he was like, we don't, he started to get upset. He's like, we don't have enough cash. You're gonna have to go somewhere else. And I was like, what? Like, and silly me, dude, I said, well, how much cash do you have? Because I could just add more to put on the pump. I could make it 40, 50, 60. If you only got 20 or 40 bucks, I can just add more and just fill the truck up. Dude, silly me for asking how much do you have in there, because brother blew a gasket. Thought I was trying to, like, I don't know, case the joint. Dude, I'm just trying to get some gas, man. He got so mad. He was like, no, what is it to you? I'm not going to tell you how much money we have back here. Started to get all awkward and whatever. But he was so flustered, he got all angry. Oh, man. I ended up having to just come out here and use the card. It is what it is, man. Whatever. Ghost Town over here at the ramp, which is cool for me. It's also really overcast and kind of windy, so I can kind of just leave the boat on the dock over there. I don't have to move it around the corner or whatever, and then I can move pretty much anywhere. I'm not going to be in anybody's way today. I know it's a Monday afternoon and the weather's not the best. It's kind of the perfect day for this, so I'm going to take this ratchet strap off for one last time. I got transom ties, so ratchet strap off for one last time, back this girl in the water, and go find a little spot somewhere. So before we get into the action, this is the portion of the video where I try to make the homies as jealous as possible. My wife packed me a lunch today. I have no idea what's inside. Also, I want to say she squeezed fresh orange juice this morning. I got her a juicer and a bunch of oranges. Woke up this morning with a nice tall glass of cold, refreshing, 100% pure orange juice. Brother, it was so good. But let's crack open this lunchbox, see what's in there. Let's see what we got. Off the bat, we got a note. A beautiful note, man. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Tuck that in the pocket. Save it for a rainy day when I'm having a bad one. Check that out. Beautiful note. All right. Looks like we have some banana slices and chocolate chips. Some sun chips. These are the French onion sun chips. Feels like we got a nice hefty sandwich, my boy. Nice hefty sandwich. I believe we have turkey at the house, so nice turkey sandwich and a couple of soda waters. Brother, made my day. It was signed, the note was signed by my wife and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Just a beauty. Let's see what this sandwich is looking like. Wrapped with love. You know, I'm tired of getting pub subs lately that aren't made with love. This sandwich looks like it was made with love, my dude. She knows exactly how I'd like it. 100% whole wheat bread, mayonnaise, low sodium turkey. It's windy out here. It feels really good, not too hot. I was just eating my lunch. Dude, it was so good. Smacked it. And I was just thinking that social media and anything on the internet these days, TV, whatever, it really is trying to paint you a picture that you have to have this perfect life, and that includes like going to Los Angeles and going to Europe and private jets and gambling all the time and all this crazy. You have to have all the nicest clothes and whatever. And I just want you to know that when you're on this channel specifically, that's not what I'm going to be trying to feed you. I think that life is all about finding your best friend and marrying your best friend and having babies. And a really, really, really good day is a day that you sit on the tailgate of your truck and open up your lunchbox and see a note signed from your wife and your baby. That is something worth chasing. All this other stuff like sports betting and going to clubs and whatever, have your fun if that's what you want to do, but over here bringing it back to the roots. And I feel like that's where real happiness, you know, like lay your head on the pillow at the end of the day. Real happiness is sharing life with someone you really, really love and making babies and, I don't know, bringing it back to the traditional values and whatnot, keeping it real over here. I know me personally, I guess I didn't even know what real happiness was until I had all these boxes checked. So, I mean, I'm just saying, do you if you want, but I'm over here and I don't know, I feel like I have it figured out. Back here I have all my tools and all the stuff I got yesterday. I think we're gonna do the trailer winch first. That's the biggest thing that needs help. This thing is rough. Honestly, it was functional, but just barely. This thing was hanging on just by a thread. It's about to break off and just fly. The boat's just gonna fly off the trailer and into traffic. Glad that didn't happen. Bingo. Whoa, that one's a way smaller nut. The first nut seems pretty easy to get to, but with these vice grips, the other nut might be more difficult. I might have to take this big red wheel thing off to get to it. Now I can access the top here, hold it down with a vice grip. Do what you gotta do.
I'm assuming I'm gonna watch your video today. Can I get home?
Yes, sir, man.
Dude, I watch your videos like every single day I get home from work. Which one you got here? The one you just built?
Yeah, it's over there. I'm doing the trailer stuff right now, man.
You know what's crazy, dude? Watching your videos and this guy from down south. I forgot his name. Watching that, I ended up buying a Kino.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I was like,
I can't even get my vice grip in here. A homie just stopped and chatted for a little bit. That's what this is all about, man. That's what it's all about. The community we're building over here is a pretty sweet one. Pretty sweet. Let me look to see if I have something else that'll fit in there a little better. There we go. Turning wrenches on a Monday afternoon. Turning wrenches, whatever, boat stuff, ugga-dugga, tools, trucks, boats, rusty stuff, wrenches, hammers. Ugh. Get you feeling good on a, get you feeling nice and manly on a Monday. Yeah, I want to go to war. I got this 1,800-pound winch from Academy. The winches that I usually get don't have any hardware, any nuts and bolts that go with them, so hopefully this one does, although I doubt it. No, wishful thinking, but not a chance. This was like $90. Couldn't spare the couple bucks on some nuts and bolts, my friend. I guess they think that if you're doing a project like this, then you'll still have the nuts and bolts that were on there previously, but they should know that they're probably gonna be rust buckets. Have to assemble the handle. This one seems nice quality though, nice and heavy duty stuff right now. Bigger bolt, probably like 3/4 bolt. Yep. I went to Northern Tool. They didn't have anything. I went to Tractor Supply. They didn't have anything. So I kind of had to go to Academy. It's the only place that had something for me. All right, let's get her on there. Easy enough, plug and play type stuff. This is sweet. The bolt holes are actually visible just from right here. You don't have to sneak anything under. All right, bolt number 1 going on. This was a smaller nut than the one in the front, so somebody got a little squirrely previously, but it'll hold it on there. It'll hold it on there. Let's see, where's my... All right. It was a... First bolt was a... couldn't tell you. Looks like a half, maybe. I'm just gonna get on there a little bit. I might be able to sneak that other bolt in over here through the top side. Get in there, brother. All right. Second bolt is in. This stuff's easy, man. This stuff's easy, brother. Whoa, the weather's looking crazy behind me. It's getting dark out there, my friend. All right, let's hold her down and button these up. Make sure it's nice and straight. All right, one is done. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I can get my pliers in there, so that's fantastic. Oh. Weather like this make me want to take a nap. I'll tell you that much. Nice stormy afternoon. Come on, man, get in there. Ugh. I always find other things to do with these old winches. The last old one that I had, I ended up using for the punching bag up in the loft at the warehouse. Comes in handy. Hit the bag, whatever. If I don't want it hanging right there, hoist it up. Always find some kind of use, but she's looking good on there. Next up, we're gonna hit the safety chain, I believe. There we go. Bingo. Trailer safety chain. This one was from Walmart. I had to get stuff from here, stuff from there. Yesterday, looking for all this stuff, man. I had to get creative. Nice, but it's long. It's so long. I'll shorten the chain and just connect it permanently here when I get back to the warehouse, but for now I just have it linked right there. That's perfectly fine. Definitely enough length. Now it's time to get these old bunks off. They're nice and sturdy still, honestly, but obviously so ugly. Broken in the back. Yeah, so we're gonna do something a little bit different. I have what is that? About 20 feet of 2x6. So I don't know, I might extend it a little more forward. We're gonna get a little creative. But we only have 18 feet of carpet, so I'm gonna have to cut these boards down about a foot each. So we'll have 9 and 9, or maybe 8.5 and 8.5. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. First things first, gotta yank these off and out of here. What do you think? Something's telling me it's a 16er. Something in my gut. Oh, even smaller? I'm shocked. Those bolts look terrible though, a little bit worried. 15, maybe a 14. All right, 14 seems to be the money, but definitely not going to be able to get my ratchet in there. We'll see. This is a no wake zone, and these are probably the biggest wakes I've seen coming through here. I try not to play sheriff around here and be like, hey, it's a no wake zone. I try not to do that, but when you got homies setting sail out of here on Ginus, 15-4s, whatever, also, I don't know if you could tell how much those boats were rocking. Whatever, it is what I'm gonna try to not play sheriff. Although, don't test me, because your boy just got that police interceptor. So I actually could play sheriff if I wanted to. These bolts are so crusted in here, dude. I was gonna end up just taking it off of this shackle thing, but that bolt is probably the most rusted bolt on this whole trailer. It's rusted solid though, it's not gonna break or anything. It's not dangerous. Every other bolt seems to look all right. If I can get these out. I doubt it. I'm already thinking of plan B. Man with a plan always has a good plan B, let me tell you. Yeah, I don't want to chew this bolt off. Oh, dude, we actually got it. Ugh. To get a bolt with vice grips, that's insane. I don't know if every bolt will come off like this. I mean, this bolt's not off yet. Whoa. Just started raining. Duck the rain a little bit. Give my tools a little wash down out there, a little shower. Hang out in here for just a little bit. A little break never hurts. I need to think about what to do anyways with these bolts. If I could get my socket in there, we'd be all right, but that doesn't seem plausible. I'm going to keep cracking away at these bunks while it's raining so I can get through it. I'm gonna leave you guys in the car though. I don't want you to get wet. So I'll come pick you up if I make any progress. We'll see. All right, just so you know what I'm doing out here, I'm gonna take the bolts off down here to get clearance up here to get these boards off, but I am going to mark everywhere because this is the prime location for the inner rib things on the boat. So I want to put the boards exactly back right here. Probably could have made these marks less noticeable, but I don't care. I want this trailer to be fantastic by the end of this. We'll see. Dude, we got some rain coming. Look at this. I can't zoom in. My phone is too wet. It's a light sprinkle right now. It keeps going. Super hard downpour, light sprinkle, but off in the distance, I can't even see the houses down there. So I'm gonna try and crack through this before that gets here. I actually don't even have to take them all the way off. Just crack them loose so I can lift it up, and then I can get to these nuts under here, get a socket, and then just tighten it back up right there. So that way I don't have to take them all the way off. I guess I played myself because it never really started raining again. It just rained for that millisecond and then stopped. I still see rain down there, so we'll just take it minute by minute, I suppose. Right now though, I got a socket stuck on a bolt back here. Looks like she just is never gonna come off. Like, not budging at all. It's little things like this that turn a quick job long real fast. Real fast. Given I had to hammer the socket on there. So I don't want to break my ratchet. Oh, we might be getting somewhere. No. Come on. Dude, not a chance. Probably have to take the whole bolt off and try and knock it through. Although that seems unlikely also. Because the heat being created by the friction of the rust and the whatever is probably causing that nut in there to expand also. So whatever, it's gonna stunt the day for sure. Come on. Not a chance. rough. You think that's coming out? Oh, we're getting some movement. Hold on. Dude, I thought we were toasted all day. I'm so stoked on that. I thought we were cooked. I don't know, man. Every time I try to bring you out here, it starts to rain again. Throwing you back in the truck. I just got soaked in the rain pretty bad, but making some headway. Got all the bolts out. Here is a question. If you happen to be watching this video with your old lady, or if you want to go grab her and ask this question, I'm gonna ask the question and give you a second to pause it. What is the hardest bolt to take off? Is it the first one or is it the last one? Which bolt is proven to always be the most pain in the derriere bolt? The first one or the last one? If you answered the last one, unfortunately, you are correct. Unfortunately, because you probably have seen some bad moods. It doesn't matter if you start like in a series from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't matter if you start at 1 and end at 10, or if you start at 1 and then do 10 and then do 2 and then do 9 and then do 3 and then do 8, all the way to the middle. Whenever you get to 5 will be the hardest one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just one of the laws of the universe. The last bolt that you work on, for some reason, is always going to be the hardest. Bonus round for the old ladies out there. If you didn't get that one right, you get another chance at glory. What is notoriously the socket size that always goes missing? I'll give you a second. What socket size? What socket? It doesn't matter if you just bought it. It doesn't matter if you've had this socket set for a long time. Which socket is the one that goes missing every time? If you answered 10 millimeter, you are correct. Again, unfortunately, because you have probably seen some bad moods. All right, game time is over. Back to work. Like I said, I got all the boards and bolts off. Now I have to cut these new boards down to length. I think I'm gonna go pretty flush to these back shackles. Maybe a little bit further, but that's a failure point. As you can see with the previous boards, they snapped on this back end. So I'm gonna go pretty flush, and then I might go a little further on the front side. But I don't know, I want it to be super structural, so I'm gonna toy with it, get some solid measurements, and then get back to work. 7. I figure let's go 8 feet on both. Straight enough to me. I just don't want to run into any boards breaking again. And the more hangover you have, the bigger margin for error, or the all right. Oh, I just lost a flip-flop. Tragic. This ground feels crummy. All right, what did we do over there? 8 feet, something like that. All right, man. These lines are pretty straight. Whatever, man. Let me get the circular saw. A little something like that. Come on, baby. I was about to say, not today, Makita. Not today. All right. That'll work. If anybody needs about 4 feet of 2x6, you know where to find me. Yep. Starting to drag my feet a little bit. Boy's getting tired. There you go. All right. Bing, bing, bing. Are these flat? Are these level? No, not a chance. Where's my hammer at? There you go. That's a lot better right there. Looks about level to me. I'm gonna crunch through this, drill some holes, put some bolts in there, have me a hoot, and then I'll check back in with you. I really want to get on the water for the last portion of the video, but it's getting late. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I have drill bits. I'm gonna drill holes through the board. I'm gonna lay the board on here, drill holes through the bottom, maybe drill holes through the top, whatever. I'm gonna put 2, bolt it down, go back to the other side, same deal. I don't know, should I put carpet on first or last? Like, should I put the carpet on and then lay carpet over, or should I fold carpet all the way around? I got a lot of carpet. I don't know. I'll check back in with you whenever we get to the carpet segment of this journey. How about that? Oh boy. My knees are cracking, my back's aching. Oh my goodness. The boat's just over there collecting rainwater as well. Another reason why we got to do the bilge pump. I'm gonna put a bilge pump in there tomorrow before we go fish or something, do something fun. Today is trailer and a cruise. Tomorrow, bilge pump and something on the water. Maybe go fish. I need a lot of new tackle and whatnot, so maybe I'll do that. Go try and catch one. I'll check in with you when this trailer's almost ready for carpet. Alrighty, broski, woski, yoskis. The boards are on. Nice and sleek, nice and sturdy, nice and straight, nice and structural. Now it's time to make them look good and make them slippery, slidey for this flat bottom boat to cruise up on this trailer. Gotta put the carpet on. Where'd my carpet go? It rolled all the way over here. We got some Marine Raider trailer bunk padding, 18 feet by 18 inches. Now these are 8 feet long by, they're 2x6s, but they're about 5 inches long. So I'm gonna just cut things out the size and just start stapling, tucking and folding and stapling. Yep. It's just so windy now. Hopefully you can hear me. Also, that sounded so weird. I'm getting delirious out here. Also, anywho, also, what was I gonna say? Oh, also, hopefully you don't fall over. I think that's what I was gonna say. Something like that. Let me put this trash away. Oh. I mean, I'm so thankful that it's not just a blazer out here. I don't know if I would have been able to do it. All right, strip number 1. Oh yeah, I'll be able to fold quite a bit under there. About that much, eh? Something like that. Something like that. Alrighty. As you can see, I was not lying. It sure is windy out here. All right, making our first cut. All right, don't go anywhere. I was talking about the carpet, but I guess you guys as well. I appreciate having a homie around. All right, tuck and roll. Why does it look like it's gonna come up a little shy? Dude, something's telling me that's not 18 feet. I feel bamboozled. Be about right though. Looks pretty perfect, honestly. Gonna do a nice fold. Probably gonna have to cut it lengthwise as well. Maybe. I don't know. I want things to look good. This is way too much though, you know? Otherwise we'd have a bunch hanging over. All right, something like that. I'm just going for it. Bear with me, bro, Honglays. Just a one take. Just a one take trailer bunk carpet. I guess I don't even need that other side. Save it for a rainy day or something. Could just use both of these. Dude, I need water so bad, but it's over in the boat. It's a little bit of a journey to go over there, but I do need water nonetheless. Somebody send me a care package ASAP. All right, almost there. Dude, how about my posture? Just the worst. My back is killing me because of my posture. Oh, crack. Cranking and cracking and whatever, dude. All right. Now we can get stapling, I believe. Dude, let me just put a spot weld right here real quick. That way we can make sure we have enough. Well, it looks like we have enough to me, huh? Spot weld number 2. I really don't have that many staples, so I can't be going crazy. This is just gonna be structural, so it's not gonna fly off or whatever. Then I'll oh yeah, nice. Whenever I get back to the warehouse, I'll pick up some more staples. Whatever, man. Whatever. One there, maybe. One there. Ugh. One there. She's coming along. I feel like I'm not rationing my staples enough. All right, I'll check back in with you whenever I have it all stapled and looking good. New winch, new bunks, new carpet. She's coming together a little bit. I'm just smoked right now. All we have left is the lights, I believe. Let me check the back seat. That's where all my things are. All right, transom ties. Down to the lights. That's exciting. Lights. I got grease for the bearings and some bearing covers. These are the lights and the harness that I got. Oh no. Ugh. Got them from Academy. Everything that I got, literally everything, the wood, the carpet, the winch, I want to say everything was like 250 bucks. And I was looking everywhere for another trailer and I just couldn't find one cheaper than that. Sometimes you can find a whole new trailer for like 300, 400. But right now, even trailers are super expensive, or there's just none online. I don't know. But now I'm gonna breeze through these lights, and then it's time to get on the water. I don't have my little wire cutters with me. All I have are my wife's old kitchen scissors. I guess I could have just untied that, but whatever. All right. Oh wow, we had some side indicators as well. Not anymore. That's not in the new kit, at least. Oh. No shot, dude. I'm just stripping wire. How about that? How about that? What's getting caught up? Oh, it was that other side indicator. All right. No way. What the heck? I don't know what is getting caught up. Hold on. All right. Broke it free. Wow, all right. At Academy, they had 4-pin and 5-pin harnesses. I got the 4-pin, but I got a couple options over here. All right, yeah, I'm glad I got the 4-pin. Stick. Wasn't even a wire, it was a stick. don't know why those are not coming off. It's like right behind these little plates is the head of the bolt. The nut is just spinning back there. I don't get it. Dude, it's not even a bolt. Rough. After all of that, you're just gonna break after all that. Kind of bittersweet that she broke right there. She broke too. That's wild. All right. Straight enough. Oh my goodness. No way. Come on. All right. That one broke. Hopefully this one will break. Oh yeah. All right. Bingo. All right. Both the lights are on. Now I'm gonna run the wires. I'm not going to, what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna wait till I get back to the shop. I'm gonna run some stainless bolts back here in a good location for the grounds to the lights back here. Because there's just no point in trying to ground off on any of these rusty, crusty bolts. So let me run some wire. We're almost out of here. don't know what I was thinking. I forgot that I can just ground straight to those new bolts that just came in, right in the pack, right on the back of the lights, straight to that mount. I could just ground right there. Now I get to use my favorite tool of all time. I'm gonna skip out on those weird connectors they have, and I'm just gonna go new crimps with new heat shrink and everything. This little package of stuff that they offer. Oh, I didn't even realize that they offer a little screw. That's probably for a ground. Interesting. I wonder if I should just do that. I don't know. Anywho, I don't want to use these. I'm gonna use my own heat shrink stuff, whatever. No way. There we go. No clue what's going on with this lighter. It's not the wind though. The wind plays a part, but come on. I just need a little bit more. Thumb is cooked, but I didn't want to let it go. Ah. We have so much more to go. This is rough. Come on. Dude. Ah. Brother. All right. So close. dumb, dude. Come on. Come on. Close. I'll keep working at this. This is rough. All right, I've been working at this for a while now. I'm gonna finish up wiring, crimping, whatever, zip tying everything together so we can get on the water and then get out of here. It's getting late. I've been cracking away at this since, I wanna say 11. It's probably like 6 o'clock right now. This is crazy. I didn't realize I forgot my microphone in the truck for those last 2 clips, but I was just showing you what we did. Now I can get on the water. Go finally grab a water and then get on the water. We'll blast around for a little bit and then call it a day. Man, it's been a long day. I told my wife I would be done at 12. It is 7:30. It is what it is. See, need a bilge pump for sure. Not that much rainwater, but still rainwater nonetheless. Oh. That cowling's looking good. Get home, hit a wet sand buff. Yes, sir. A beauty. What a day, man. A lot of work went into today. Something nostalgic about the work we did today, though. Finishing it off with a little sunset cruise. A little something like old times. I also really love this boat. We'll go blast out of the no wake zone. See what this thing can do now that we lifted up the motor. And then call it a day. I know I already said that, but super windy, super choppy. I don't even know if you can hear me because of the wind, but it's choppy. There's a storm brewing for sure. Like I said, either today or tomorrow. I mean, the boat's for sale now, but I might list the boat tomorrow, take some better pictures, because now it's all nasty outside. But brother, now, I mean, she already ran like a dream. Now she runs like a dream. That top speed is crazy. I'm scared to film wide open throttle because I don't want to accidentally like fall over or something. I don't know. I need both hands on the wheel and throttle. But now that we lifted it up, no more rooster tail. This thing is a nasty fishing machine. Coming back with the wind, I don't even know how fast it was going, but so fast and so smooth coming with the wake. But that is gonna do it, amigos. Hopefully it felt like old times a little bit. Just working, talking, turning wrenches, whatever. I'm gonna cruise this thing back in, load it up on the nice new bunks on the trailer, have a nice ride home, make some burgers at the house with the old lady, and have a wonderful Monday evening. Literally right when I press stop filming right now, I'm gonna start editing right now on the boat so I can hopefully get this video out by like 9 o'clock. I don't know. It's gonna be a long one, so who knows how long it'll take to upload. But brother, a lot of work was done today, but still living the dream, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and hanging out. And I don't know. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you guys. Peace. I forgot to show you the transom ties. They're on there. They're not the best ones, just the ones from Walmart, but I figure one, it's better than nothing, and two, there's no sense in jazzing up this particular trailer with the nice transom ties that mount onto the trailer and you just lift them up. I think these are good for now. Now we have a sellable boat. I wouldn't want to sell anybody this vessel with how the trailer was before. Now the trailer's all good. So it is what it is. It is super late. It looks like a hurricane's out right now. We'll see what we can do though, as far as getting a video out tonight. I didn't get a video out yesterday, so one's coming out tonight, no matter what. But now we got trailer lights. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. It took a while, but we got there in the end. Whew. All right. Now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Tomorrow we'll do more of a send, and we're gonna do the bilge pump. So hopefully you come back tomorrow. I'll see you there.